Okay, guys, today we're gonna check the Overloud Comp G from the brand is Overloud, and basically those guys are specialized in emulations and all that. And basically this new G Comp, so based on the SSL G Comp, is very interesting. This is why I'm doing this video. And so first of all, we're gonna make, as usual, a quick tour, because we have to make a quick tour about this boy. Why? Because it brings the SSL G Comp to the new millennium, I think, basically. So as usual, let me just stop the beat. As usual, you have the regular G Comp stuff. Okay, you have the threshold, attack, ratio, release, makeup gain. Okay, you can check the gain reduction, the input levels, the output levels, right? Nothing new. But first thing you're gonna notice is that you can have continuous values here. So on the G Comp, let me just bring you a regular G Comp here. On the G Comp, you will have to choose between, here the attack, like 1, 3 milliseconds, 10 milliseconds, etc. Here you can choose whatever you want, even between. I can choose 2, something like that. Okay, same for the ratios, same for the release. Okay, so it's really welcome. The second thing you're gonna notice is this panel, and this is where the funs begin. Basically, you have a gain here and output gain. Why? Because you can use this compressor in stereo mode, which is basically a regular mode, or a mid-side. And as soon as you choose the mid-side component, you have here the side and here the mid, right? The other goodie you have here is the internal sidechain. Basically here you're gonna choose a frequency. So here, if you choose 240 Hertz, basically everything under 240 Hertz is gonna be excluded from the compression. So this is a really good way for you guys to preserve the lows for kick, drum basses, bass, and all that. Okay, you have a parallel compression here. So this is the dry wet. You can mix the dry signal with the compressed signal. So basically this is very handy. And then you have the output gain here and the input gain here. And we're gonna use it when you're gonna use the mid-side. You're gonna see why. Okay, so no more talking. Let's play with this baby. So here, I just put you a bit. Let me just bring it back. A bit with a lot of transients. The first thing I want to make you guys see is that I'm using here 2 tools. The Doro meter here and the loudness radar from TC Electronic. Why? The Doro is very good for me to appreciate the peaks here. It's holding the peaks here. You see also the RMS here. And you see the difference between both. Okay, so this is a very good way to check your dynamic ranges. Here, I'm gonna check the perceived loudness. And basically here, when I choose the loudness radar from TC Electronic, basically I'm checking the LUFS. Let me just put myself on LUFS here. And basically this is something that is very close to the human hearing. Okay, this is not the loudness based on the RMS basically, but really on something really close to the human here. So basically here I'm checking my beats, and you see that it's on the green side floating here, and on some kick you see the yellow stuff here. So basically it's really handy for me to make the A/B comparison between compressors, and specifically with the compressed signal and with the uncompressed signal. So here we go. Let's engage this baby. As you see, the loudness drops, and I see it very quickly here. Okay, so we're gonna deal with a regular compression I like to do on my bus comp. It's 3 milliseconds, 4 for the ratio, 6 here. And basically you see when I get close to the 3, you see that there's like a magnetism for me to be on the regular SSL values. It's really handy, okay? Don't underestimate it, this. Okay, so here you see the gain reduction is really too big, so I'm gonna be gentle here. Try to master the kick, the energy of the kick. Okay, and now I don't even have to do the AB here, okay? I just see that I'm really low compared to the uncompressed signal. Look at that. Okay, I'm floating here. So here we go. I just do that, bring it up, and sometime I'm gonna let the kick float just upper like that. Okay, so basically when I'm gonna do the AB right now, you're gonna check the levels, and we're gonna be really close. Look at that. Now, okay, so this is basically the same loudness, and you see how we glued together the beat and master. You know the difference between the kick and the snare. The energy is mastered basically. So I'm gonna shut my motherfucking mouth and I'm gonna let you hear. Okay, each time I click here is the bypass. Here we go. Now, it really does a great job for me. Okay, one more thing, it's really super light on the CPU, right? So just even for that, it can be a great alternative for guys that don't want to kill the CPU when they work. Let me just check some. Hold on. Okay, you see that the kick is really mastered, but we lose some weight. So this is where you're gonna use here the sidechain. Look at that. And look at that. You see the lows. Okay. So I can compress more. Look at it, the grain reductions. Since I excluded some low frequencies, I can go more on the compression. Okay, I'm going back on the good values here. I'm gonna lower the makeup gain. You see how it's really handy here? Basically, it skipped a lot of AB here, okay? Now, I'm pretty sure I'm ready. Look at that. Look at that. You see how it glues the things together? So basically, let me put it this way. When I compress, let me stop. When I compress a track during the mixing stage and the track is compressed on its own without the other elements, basically I'm telling the tracks how to move on a dynamic range, right? This is the way I approach compression. Sometimes I want to stabilize the sound, but at the same time, the way I'm going to use the compressor and the type of compressor, you're going to choose the way he's going to move, okay? Or stay in place. When I approach the bus compression, it's even more rock and roll because you telling a lot of people, aka sounds in your mix, the way you want them to move. And this is what I feel here. So basically, when I compress here, okay, you feel the glue, but basically, when I'm not compressing, you see the kick and the snare like they're moving on their own. They don't have a choreography, okay? But as soon as you engage the compressor, it's like they're moving in synchronization. I mean, they're moving like dancing the same dance, okay? Try to feel it, my friends. You see the snare and the kick. I mean, the kick, the snare, and the shaker. Everybody is doing his own thing, you know? Like 3 different material. Okay, now I'm gonna engage and try to see how everybody is doing the same move. You see the consistency? Oh, you hear it? Okay, this is what I like. So you guessed it, I really like this compressor. It's not like we're gonna check versus the Duende and the waves, even the Vertigo here. But to tell you the truth, I already know it sounds great. Well, by the way, it does the job. I don't know if it's gonna sound better or worse, but it's already sounds great for me, and it's enough giving the options we're gonna deal with after that. So we stay with this kick, okay? This kit. Okay, now we're gonna use the mid-side stuff. So as soon as you engage it, you see here the mid and the side. The great thing is that you have now a solo for the makeup gain here, the solo for the section. Usually on compressor that have these features, I have to lower all the way down the makeup gain to hear the other side. So basically, I used to do that. If I want to hear the mids, I used to do that. Okay. Now I just have to do that. So it's excellent. Overloud, please do it for the Comp 76, okay, the 1176 emulation you have. Okay, so basically here, what you're gonna do? We're gonna give punch to the mid here. Okay, I'm gonna lower the attack here. Look at that here. I'm just gonna make you check something. The thing is that, let's suppose we're gonna keep it like that, okay? Now, I'm gonna check the side here. Okay? Look at that. Even by lowering all the way to threshold, the energy is so low that no compression occurs, right? This is where the gain here is crucial. So I will have to increase the gain, but it's gonna be fucked up here, my mid compression. So I'm just gonna check it here. We're flirting with the 4 here, so look at that. I have compression here. Okay, let me just lower here. I'm gonna be even more crazy. Okay. Even more like that. Okay, so look at that here. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. And now we're gonna compensate here for the output. Okay. We're gonna check our guy here. Here. Okay, it's not bad here. We're still using the sidechain here. Okay, I'm gonna bypass. You see how it's flat? Now. Okay, I'm losing the stereo image, right? But it's not like just losing the stereo image. It's basically giving the density in the center. I can increase here if you want. Okay, I'm gonna keep it like that. Without. You see how it's flat, low density. Okay, the good thing is that you can switch on the stereo and keep it like regular. We're gonna check the difference. You see in the center the clarity we have? Without. I feel the depth, but personally I feel the depth in the center, the dynamic range, you know, back and forth. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so yeah, this is really where the beauty is on this compressor. Okay, the G comp we already have a lot here, but basically the only one that can be like not very far is gonna be the Vertigo, but you don't have only stereo or left right and a sidechain here, fixed sidechain. Okay, so I'm gonna get back in stereo mode here. I'm gonna put myself like a regular G comp and we're gonna do a AB. Okay, so basically I'm gonna do that and that. I like the magnetism here. Okay, I'm gonna lower the makeup gain. So we're gonna stick with 6 here. 0.6 seconds of release here, ratio 4:1, and we're gonna put ourselves in 1 millisecond attack. We're gonna increase it then. Okay, and we're gonna stick under 4 dB gain reduction. This is the way I like to do it. We're gonna check the levels here. I really like the punch it has. It have definitely this rock and roll punch. Okay. Okay, without. This is lifeless. There's a snap on the snare. This is just crazy. Okay, okay, we got it. Okay, let's use now the Duende. Let's put it clear. This is not a G comp, right? This is like the evolution of a G comp. But this is still one of my best friend on my buses. So it was on I think we were on 1, 2. Okay, 1 here, 6 here. Let's do that. Okay, if I don't engage it, this ain't gonna make it. Okay, we already feel the difference on the lows, especially. It sounds more modern, less rock and roll. It's more nervous, right? Without. Okay. Now, the waves. The old school guy. Okay. Let's keep it calm. Okay. Let's do it like that. Okay, we're good. Okay, we see how I'm checking here. The other thing you can check is that here the attack is pretty. It's not a fast attack, right? But let me just Yeah, it was on 1 millisecond, so I'm not fair here. But look at that. Still have this punch, right? I'm gonna come down the threshold here. Give out. Okay. I think we good like that. Okay, the Vertigo now. Okay, so 1 millisecond, 6, we good here, 4, here we go. No sidechain here. Let's check the levels. Okay. I think we good like that. Okay, let's do the AB, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna open all the guys here. G Comp here, Duende here. Here we go. I'm gonna use the built-in switches for you to be able to see what's going on. Okay, everybody is here, so I'm gonna switch off this one. Okay, engage everybody. Okay. Okay, be ready. Every 4 bars, I'm gonna use 1 comp. Okay. Leave out. Okay. Seems louder. This one is. It's quite close, but as I hear the difference, especially on the perceived dynamic range. It's closer here. It's closer, right? It's flatter here. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can get closer, but maybe the calibration is not really the same. So by less compressing, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bring back my kick on this one. The Vertigo is pretty solid also. This one is more nervous, okay? This is like a more modern compressor. I ain't gonna say it's less good or better, something like that. I'm just gonna use this one like for electronic stuff and all that. Maybe more. If you want that pumping. but this one gives like a good clarity. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be killer on the acoustic stuff. It's more on the Vertigo ballpark here. The Vertigo for me, it's a mid, in the mid road between this one and this one. Okay, it's kind of nervous, but also classy. Is the way it presents sounds. Listen. Out. Okay, there you have it, my friends. Okay, so basically it's excellent addition. Okay, the real question is gonna be like, if I already have SSL G Comp, must I buy this one? CPU wise, they're really close. This one is really light. They're really light. They're really light. It's a little heavier, but still really light. Okay. The real deal is on the new goodies. So basically, if you need the SSL tab compression and you need like parallel compression or sidechain or mid-side and all that, just jump on it. Okay, it's that good. Yeah, they're really solid. Overloud really makes some great stuff. I have all the GM series and all that, and basically it's excellent type of tools. So yeah, my advice is just try it on your own material and see if you like it or not. It's not like gonna be a crazy difference. I hear it. Maybe some will not. Maybe some prefer to have something like more mastered and all that, and more like, I ain't gonna say 2D, but 2D like the waves, or maybe something more compressed. But I like the way it preserves the dynamic ranges here. You know, it's forward, right? I hear the contours. Also, I want you guys to check the snare with the hi-hats on it. You see how bright it is? Look at that. You see how it gives that analog roll-off at the end? Really natural, okay? It's not like a roll-off, really. But it reminds me like the way tapes. Look at it. Okay? Look at that. I really like it. Really. Okay, he definitely have a vibe, a sound, and a way of compressing, right? Maybe we're gonna use it on my regular beat. Let me just change this thing. Okay. Oh boy. Super. I'm sorry for if you. Let me just. Sorry for that. I don't know why it's super loud like that. Let me just check the levels here. Let me just check if there's not. Okay. Just lowered the whole thing. Okay, so let's try to check those guys. Same type of compression. Okay, it's not calibrated. So let me just do it very fast here. out. Leave it. I'm losing it. Okay, here. A good way to appreciate it is to check how the snare is gonna kick. Look at that. It's gonna jump here. Now, there's a good glue here. Now, you see how the snare is still banging? Okay, you see it that it's really glued here, but you lose it. Here, it really bangs on your face. Okay, let me try on this one. Same here. Let me check this one. Also check the attack on the kick. Here, this one is nervous, but it's gonna be great on this beat. Yeah, it sounds more vintage here. This one sounds more like, you know, distressor or something like that. I really like it. I really like it, really. There you have it, my friends. So, the final words, like I supposed to to say a few minutes ago. Yeah, I ain't gonna say it again, but definitely check this one. Really like it. Check this goodies. This is where the money at. Okay. Layout. I prefer the horizontal stuff. Okay, like the eyes. It's really great. Usually in Sonar, I just put it like that. I rack it and it's done. You know, it's really easy to use. You know, I just put it there, always on my buses. So I like to use the Vertigo like that. You know, just to duck stuff here. I can switch on, and so I like the vertical stuff. Really handy. Another good thing I didn't talk about is the scribble here. So basically, I can enter here the master. Okay, you can put it everywhere you want, so you have a quick feedback over which instances it is. Okay, you can put it here, for example, here. Okay, so when I switch between stuff, you can have them all docked and really easy to know. Let me just simulate the fact that we have several instances here. So basically here, I'm gonna call it, let's say vocals. So if I dock it here, for example, I can switch between this one, and very quickly I can identify them. So great stuff. This is something I really like. Okay. Also, you can add other scribbles. So it's a plus. Okay. It's not like something that it's gonna be crazy, but it's great. Yeah. So a lot of goodies. At first, I say, okay, maybe they're too late on the G Comp game because there's a lot of brands already. But really, I do think for the price and the intro price, I think it's 89. For the price and the future you have, the CPU hits and how serious Overloud are. Basically, it's super stable. You have all the formats, Mac, PC, 32 bits, 64 bits, VST3, VST2, audio units, everything. I think it's really worth to try and buy, personally. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for the format. I don't edit the videos. Subscribe if you like it. Like if you like it. Dislike if you didn't like it. Feel free to ask for requests to comment. And catch you guys later. I hope you enjoy the video. Bye bye, my friends.